welcome to a very quick channel update. First of all, many apologies for the total lack of content recently. There have been a good few reasons for this, one of them being commitments to family stuff, which I'm sure you all have, and just a variety of other things outside of photography and projects and so forth. But also photographically there have been things happening below the surface, as it were, some new things, some changes, some additions, and a lot of thinking as well. But principally, I think you'll probably notice first of all is the addition of this beast to the channel. It is a Bronica ETRS medium format film camera. I've already used it, taken out a couple of times, shot 2 rolls, and you can see I'm in the middle of doing that scanning thing, trying to refine my workflow, which has been pretty problematic. So videos and stuff on all that and trying to get the best out of your scans. A few problems with processing, marks on the film, so forth. Is that my fault? Is it the environment? What am I doing wrong? Or are my expectations too high for these things? But I do enjoy the craft of film use as opposed to digital, although like everything else it has its frustrations. By the way, another thing, hope you're liking the channel merch, which will go and sale at some point on my website. These little mugs, I really quite like them, and I'll be doing a channel giveaway for one of these and possibly some other things as well. Other things have been happening behind the scenes. I reorganised the office, so extra PowerPoint, so not so much of a jumble of cables around. Plan is to move my scanner, which is currently sat over there next to the computer. I've also redecorated, I've tidied up all the cables because fortunately, this being an old house, we get damp coming through the walls, and I've had to remedy that. So that was another extensive amount of time spent addressing the issue with damp. You simply can't have paint coming off the walls in an area with complicated and expensive electronic equipment about. Hopefully I've now dealt with that, so that's one thing out of the way. As I said, plan for printer over where the scanner is. I'd love to have an A2 printer. That's a big expense. Could I justify it? Probably not at the moment, but on the other hand, it gives you the option to make prints of a large size and a high standard, which is really the way I want to go ultimately. But at the moment I'm just in the midst of building up this little channel, all my other photographic enterprises, getting to grips with the film side of things, which is really where my kind of passion lies at the moment. Still the same kind of photography, but perhaps there's a little bit more of that gritty urban stuff, recording, documentary, that sort of thing. So there's lots of good things coming in the pipeline. I'll be using these things to spray the negatives. By the way, don't get these don't work very well. Get these, they're better, they're more expensive, but they're more controllable. These, a bit awkward to use. Anyway, enough of that for now. Thanks for watching this channel update and a bit of a teaser as to what's coming next. So plenty of black and white shoots. I'll be hopefully moving on to colour with the film stuff, so that's quite exciting. I'd love to get my own chemicals and try and get the whole thing under my own umbrella, as it were, rather than sending stuff out. But yes, that's not there yet, and generally it's been a bit hard going recently, so again, apologies for the lack of content. There are things building up and the things half prepared, and at some point it'll all be coming. I've already got a flyer for the new camera on my website. I'll be adding a blog to show some of the initial pictures out of it, which is really quite encouraging. But more on the camera itself in another video, and so keep your eyes peeled, and don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That builds my channel up, and I've got very few subscribers at the moment, as you'd expect. just want to get to that point where we're starting to build up some momentum, and so I can share my expertise with you, but also learn off you guys. So it's one of the great things about a YouTube channel. The people who are watching are probably even more knowledgeable, and can share their knowledge with me, and we can all move forward as a community in helping each other. This stuff can be a bit head scratching at times, particularly scanning, which is a dark art, but anything to do with processing sometimes involves some moments of pure frustration, sometimes pure exhilaration. I'm also, just as briefly as a note, looking to replace the twee little lavender pictures on the wall with some nice juicy black and white prints, which my other half isn't too happy with at the moment, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, as ever, thanks for looking, liking, commenting, and I'll see you on the other side.